The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go.
Off play action, Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Price to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ready to
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On fourth down, Price. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Downs going in motion right. Now Richardson back to throw it. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Richardson. He finds Wilson.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Garrett Wilson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw is Price. Off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, All I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Horn. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Price to throw on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Devin White in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here we go, here we go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, that's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down now. Horn. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Price now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, Horn. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And left side here, it's Graham. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Price, looking to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Horn. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Horn, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. Will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Richardson to the air on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Richardson going to move him around.
Now Richardson off the play fake. And Wilson with it, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Garrett Wilson
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 runners. Warriors 17.
Price to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Price. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Back to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, some strong running.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And they're on the 14-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Richardson to throw off play action. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
74 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Now it's Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Horn. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And quickly they get to the line.
brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Horn. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. To throw is Price. Throwing on 1st down. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a give, right side. Horn. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check match. Check match. Hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
6-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Graham.
Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the Colts 4-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. From 4 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18.
Now Richardson. That's caught by Wilson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Richardson to throw it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
Here's Richardson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here comes 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Price. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in a position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
4 seconds to go. This is likely it.
Now Price to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
And it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On 2nd down now. Horn. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Price. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but Now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Second down, another run with Taylor. Nice look. There he goes, right side.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play. Right?
Not at all. Nice vision.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Colts, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.